I'm going to show you guys exactly how I go 20-0. Hopefully this helps you out. If it does, please do leave a like. Let's try and hit 200. Subscribe for some of the best tutorials and custom tactics on YouTube. I promise you will be made a better FIFA player over the course of the year just by subbing to the channel and watching. Comment down below if you have any questions. And yeah, I hope this helps you out. If you want the cheapest FC24 coins to get ahead of the competition, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link down below and use code JambooUK for 5% off. Okay, so just for reference, this is the team we're going to be using. We're going to be going into a game of FUT Champs. I'm going to be giving you my entire thought process. For context, I am an ex-professional player. I hit 20-0 often. I play 5+ weekend leagues a weekend due to the weekend league service I run. So I feel like I'm qualified to try and help you guys when it actually comes to performing at the highest level in FUT Champ. So let's jump into a game. And like I say, if you have any questions, because there will be a lot of information, do let me know and enjoy. Okay, so getting into the game now, I just had to boot it out and change my settings. I would have told you guys that from a kickoff, you basically want to wait and let your team get into position. Right here on the edge of the box now, we're using the second man press. I'm trying to cover the passing lanes into his striker. You'll see me doing two jobs at once with that second man press as we do win the ball back there. Good press from my opponent. Using an offside trap to get my team pushing up a little bit. You can see I use the second man press a lot. I'm applying AI pressure to the ball whilst manually covering options. So we get super unlucky there. You still got to stay switched on, still using that second man press, covering the edge of the box, and now we finally win the ball back. We've got Llorente, so we can use a bit of his pace down the line, and now we are going to recycle the play with the fullback to fullback switch, which is ever so important. Just taking our time now. You know, we'll wait and wait until we've got like an option in the middle of the pitch. Nothing really clear on here, so it's probably best for us to switch the play once again. Using the L1 sprint boost there with Cancelo. He's not actually the quickest, so it didn't work out too well. But again, second man press, whilst manually pressing to double up on him. We forced him into a bit of a rush clearance, but he got away with it. We've got to cover this ball in behind now whilst second man pressing. We do win the ball back. And again, I'm using the mini-map radar. Switch it to the opposite fullback. That is something you guys want to add into your game absolutely straight away. Like this, you will see that so much at a high level of FIFA. It is so important. Just switching the play and spreading the ball across to the opposite wing. Trying to work the ball into the middle again. Little driven pass here. We went for it. You know, you've got to take risks sometimes. We're tracking that run in behind now. I'm tracking the run of the guy who's lower as well. Again, second man press. You'll see me using that so often. It's just a staple when defending on this game. You want to combine it with manual pressing. We'll try and find Kyle Walker out wide. Going to bait a little player lock here. Just try and buy us some time. This is quite a good opponent, so there's not a lot of space to work with at all. We're using that fullback switch quite a lot just to try and give us an opportunity going forward. No options on at all. We'll offside trap. We've got to mark this run in behind. He'll probably play it. He chooses not to, which was the right option for him. We get in there again. Again, not the most entertaining so far. Another fullback switch out. You've got to be patient in games. You've got to understand that like sometimes it's just not going to fall the way you want it to, and you've got to be patient in a game of FIFA, especially when you're in a tight one, you know, where a guy's a similar level or something like that. We'll get it to the edge of the box now. Trying to find that driven pass opportunity into the striker's feet. That is what we're looking for when we're in this area. So you have to be patient with it. You can see we're spending a long time, like, just on the edge of our opponent's box. Good defending from our opponent. You know, he has a lot of players back. Right stick switch. Make sure we're on his striker here. That's absolutely fine. We can switch off our fullback, second man press, and cover these options on the edge of the box once more. We force him into a mistake. I've triggered a run with L1 there. Not managed to get onto it with João Pedro. Nice. We take those. Little L1 sprint boost there. R1 dribbling now just to get us moving a little bit. We're going to go for some more R1 dribbling. Bait going inside. More R1 dribbling. Cut it back. And then we do get unlucky there. Good save from his keeper. Hopefully we can win the header as we do. More R1 dribbling. We'll cut the ball back to the edge. See if we can find anything here again once more. We get a little bit lucky there with the way the ball fell to us. Get it out wide to Kyle Walker. More R1 dribbling. Nowhere really to go here, though. We're having to work miracles just to keep the ball. You can see, like, this is a pretty good game for it, because it's one of those frustrating ones that you guys would find in Champs, where your opponent's got, like, every single player back and all that sort of stuff. We do win the flick on there. Try and work the ball into the middle, spread the ball out wide again. We're going to bait another player lock just so that we can make a little bit more distance. Great little double tap pass there. Driven pass. Another driven pass. Good save from his keeper. You'll see here now what we actually do from corner kicks. We're going to take it short. Little step over out. Oh, it's a good header. Just got to be switched on here. Make sure we don't give him any space in behind. You can see I'm pressing him massively. I don't know what has happened there. I don't know why the PlayStation menu has come up. That is... Got to be prepared for anything in this game. That is crazy. I've literally not pressed it. But anyway, focus up. Right, so we're hitting down the line. Win the flick on. Little driven pass. There's nothing right now to work with. This is actually the perfect game because it's frustrating. There's not a lot happening in terms of like clear-cut chances or anything. Like, this is a good opponent. Offside trapping again. We're pulling our player out. Second man press. We're covering both sides off the player. We've got to be super switched on here. We do step in. He green times it as well, so that would have been a goal if we didn't step in and make the block. I was jockeying there, and I pressed tackle just before he hit the shot. Switch it across again. L1 sprint boost with Cancelo. We'll try and fizz the ball back into the middle again. Nice little driven pass. Little through ball. Wait for the keeper movement. And we find the near post finesse shot. So it's taken us a long time there to actually break through. What you want to make sure you do when you're through on goal like that is look for that goalkeeper movement. And make sure you just wait to see whether he does or doesn't move. And if so, where he goes. But a decent start. Very tight game. You know, one of those where you've got to be super switched on at the back. We've done well not making any mistakes. We're covering the runs in behind at all times. And it's ultimately limiting what our opponent has to work with, which is, of course, always the goal. But same process again. You can see how often I will, like, switch off of my player that's nearest to the ball and second man press with him whilst manually pressing with someone else. We've got the switch on again there. That's been deflected. We've got to be super careful. So second man press again. I'm just tracking that run in behind. And did not go to plan at all. I mean, it's a weird goal. I can't lie. It's it all started with going for the fullback switch. It hits my player's head, I think it was, and ends up going back to him. But it is what it is. It's fine. Like, this stuff is perfect because it's going to happen in games. It's not always going to go your way. Like, even if you're hitting a 20-0. So my goal here will be to show you guys how to swing it into our favour. So using R1 here to call Salah short, we're going to send him back down the line now. No real option on there, so we're going to recycle. De Bruyne out onto the wing. Looking again for these inside passes, but there's just nothing on right now. Our opponent's doing a really good job of actually just cutting these out. We will switch it across. Get the ball with Walker, who's not the best on the ball, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But fizz the ball in there to João Pedro. We get unlucky. Good defending from our opponent. Got to be super switched on. Make sure that we're covering all of these runs in behind. He's going for that over the top. We will run some players back right now whilst we've got the opportunity. Second man pressing still, and we do win the ball with that press. I've triggered João Pedro. I want to run there. I think he's just about offside. He is, yeah. Manual press with Salah. Second man press actually wins us the ball back there. And I'm going to try and find him now. Look for the extra pass. Beautiful. So you can see there, a lot of people would just shoot. You need to look for that guaranteed opportunity. Quite often, if you've ever got a chance, there's always an extra pass. Your opponent is never going to be expecting that, you know, in such a dangerous position, because most lower level players will just shoot. But that extra pass just guaranteed the goal there. We've got to chase him down the line here, not give anything easy. We step in and press tackle. Beautiful. And then we'll use the fullback switch once more. Obviously, we're in a position now where we're winning the game and he has to come more to us and chase. So there's no need to rush anything right now. We can sort of take our time, play the game at our own pace. He's pressing super well, to be fair. Using offside trap, just to try and get up the pitch a little bit more. The last thing we want is to be sat stupidly deep and actually give him an opportunity to break us down. One thing I did there off screen is I right stick switched to my fullback, ran him out towards the winger, and then switched off of him and second man pressed again, exactly like I've done just now. We've got to track these inside runners. He's going to try and cut in and play that pass, as he did. We've got to be super switched on. We do manage to get the block, and I thought I kept that on, but apparently not. From the corner here, we've got to try to not let him get the easy shot away. I thought he was going to go for the Trivela, so I actually moved my keeper there. We just need to slow this down. He's well in this game. We're sending Salah down the wing. We're going to play a lock, pass it into his feet, little 1-2, and then we'll recycle again. Bait the switch, because we've been going it for so much this game. Ooh. Right, we'll just reset. We'll reset. We'll find our right back. We're calling Salah short right now. Going to try and hit him with a 1-2 here. No, we're not going to play it. He's too well marked. As you can see, he's sort of pressing a lot, and it eliminates so many of our options going forward. You can just do this, though. Like, you see how I'm just keeping the ball like this? It's a mixture of calling players short with R1, sending them back on runs, and then, like, yeah, just a mixture of doing all that stuff. But you can see here, I am actually trying to progress forward, but there's just no need. That's what team press can do, ladies and gentlemen. There's just no need for us to actually force anything. It's great play there from our opponent. He's going to try and force the ball back inside, so we've got to watch for that. I'm just marking the edge of the box options right now. Got to be careful that he doesn't cut in here. Another offside trap. Get our team up a little bit. Beautiful. Mixture of the second man press and a manual. Gets us the ball back. He's desperate to make his substitutions here, so I'm very wary of that, and there's no need for us to allow him to get the ball out of play. We can keep this for as long as possible how it is, and yeah, we're chilling right now. Little flick into the middle of the pitch there. I saw the space, flick it back, and this isn't the most pretty viewing. I understand that, but it's one of those, like, this is how the game turns to, you know, at a high level. Got to be careful for the extra pass here, as we are. Beautiful stuff. Right, we're triggering a run with L1. Little dummy there with João Pedro. I'm going to bait the cutback, so he steps off me a bit, and now actually try and play it. He's covered it really well. He thought I was going to shoot. Extra pass. Beautiful. Game, set, and match. So you guys can see, very, very tight game, decided by just being clinical and not losing our head, because we quite easily could have in a number of situations there. Like, things aren't always going to go your way. If you have any questions, please let me know. Happy to help you guys, as always. Subscribe if you're new, and peace.